during the hectic pace of the market, I like to pivot to passion right now, and I picked up something that I think really is just very collectible. And I think pivoting into some of these Japanese promos, when a lot of what I'm seeing online is all about, I watched a video this morning talking about how a particular car, it was an Instagram post, the Rocket Man Luffy, the serialized one, it was $18,000 last week, and then it was sold actually to a UK buyer for £40,000, which is, I think it was £40,000, which is like 50,000 US. And these kind of numbers for me, I mean, it's just a little bit mind blowing. I mean, I do think, how much money do you have to be spending 40k on a trading card? Surely people aren't putting everything they own into one card, and that's, like a deposit on a house, or yeah, it's just a bit, I'm just struggling with, sometimes I struggle with that because it's just a bit mind-blowing. And I think I feel like I know the market really, really well. There's almost like two markets. It's quite hard to keep up. I feel like I know the sub £1,000, maybe sub £2,000 market really, really well, because that's generally where I play and what I collect, and sub $2,000 market, and I know kind of where the Gear 2 manga's at, and I know the Gear 5 manga, I kind of roughly know where some of the top mangas are. But then there's almost like this other tier of these super scarce, high-end, serialized, and there's quite a lot of them now. It's actually quite hard to keep up, and some of the investment channels talk a lot about them and track them every day, and it's just a little bit mind-blowing. And I think the sort of tactile addiction I find of collecting promos that are super collectible, that's where I'm just drawn to in these times. I sort of come back to my passion, and I bought this Chopper Japanese promo, and I think this is just, for me, this is just so collectible. I love this, and I've opened this up, and I'll show you the card in a second, and this is not particularly rare or unique. I mean, look, they're not going to reprint this, right? But it's just so collectible, this kind of stuff. And for £25, which is like 35 US, stuff like this, I just think this is going to be really collectible in 5 years' time. I mean, when my kids saw this, they just absolutely loved it. And I just think any collector long term that likes this kind of, this is the chibi kind of pop art style, where they completely mixed it up. And I'll show you just quickly. And it's not the first one they've done similar, but I just wanted to, you get the, obviously you got the book here, which is really cool, and shout out to Kenny, who gets me these, who hooks me up. You can check him out at Kenny's Cards if you're in the UK, but you get this ssealed sort of envelope here, and I'm gonna get another one of these and just keep it sealed, because I think it's awesome. But obviously I've already taken the card out here because I'm going to grade it. But I just think this is just so, hang on, let me get it in focus for you guys. This is just so collectible, guys. I mean, the softer pastel colors, I would say it's reflective rather than hollow. So it's not massively textured, but this chibi style is really, really cool. And what I love about One Piece, and I love about the TCG space and collecting cards, is, I mean, yeah, like I said, I just think this is so collectible for me. If you are into keeping stuff sealed, like I said, I want to get another book, and I just think for anyone opening this in 5 or 10 years time and going, okay, this is 10-year-old promo, and someone coming across this, I just think stuff like this that's then in this sealed little envelope at the back, it's just a really cool opening experience. I loved it. The little book's cool. Obviously it's in the Japanese format. It's just fantastic. Anyway, but this chopper, the Chibi Chopper, it led me down a little bit of a rabbit hole, and then I started, because I've kind of you know, like I've said before, it becomes overwhelming keeping up with all the cards. And I sort of looked at this and thought, oh, what else? And I'm going to put another card that I've just picked up on screen. And I've seen this card many times, and it's really weird because I always thought it was out of reach, and it is out of reach. But the Chibi style Zoro, which is the Chibi pop art, just to give you, it's just like, it sounds strange, but I guess it's more of a cartoon style, where typically the head is much bigger than the body, so it's it sounds strange, but it's more of a cartoony style. And then you get the soft, like almost like the scribbled writing. But they do a Zorro version of this chibi art style, and there's probably more. Tell me in the comments, you guys that have collected these. But you got the Zorro. I'll put it on screen. Now, for me, I've seen the winner's version of this, which is like £3,000, something like that, graded. Which I always thought was out of reach. So it's a championships card. There's actually 3 versions, correct me again in the comments if I'm wrong, I believe there's 3 versions of this card. It's the normal promo. I say normal, it's still great. The art's exactly the same, Zorro. And then you've got the championship card, which is the one that I've bought. So it's got a championship stamp on there. Still same style. And it's Zorro, it's English. It's the chibi art style, which is not common. There's not loads of that style, and it's a stamped card. So it's Zorro, English, championship stamped, and in a different art style. And I picked it up for £90, which is about 120 US. Now, in the UK there was only 3 of these on the market. In the US there's a few more of them. The price was all over the place. I really like it when I see that. When I see the price all over the place, that tells me something straight away. People don't know where to price it because it's scarce, and also probably it's quite a rare card. There's not going to be tons of them printed. Now the promos, we never know how many they print, but they're not going to reprint it, right? So the promo you can pick up for £25–30 without the stamp. Again, that's pretty cool for me, a pretty cool card for £25. And then the promo and the championship one, I think I got the cheapest one that's mint on the market. Let's see, it looked mint in the pictures, and I got lots of pictures from the guy that shared them with me. And you can get that card, you can also get obviously the winner's version as well. But that card, the variations was from like £100 up to like £200. Quite a big gap, and there's only 3 cards. One was at 100, one was at 150, and one was at 200. There was only 3 cards. So it's scarce, it's Zorro, it's English, it's a championship card, it's in the chibi style. I mean, I think it's just, for me, it's one of those ones where I'm like, stuff like that then becomes a no-brainer pickup, and that's the stuff I love. And for me, it always depends on your risk appetite with this stuff. If you're happy to put, I mean, I'm quite happy with that card because I'm like, well, it's a really cool card for me to collect, and it's just less risky for me. It's not like it's £1,000. At £1,000, even if I love it, it then becomes, or you know, at 1,500, 12, 13, 1,400 US. Much over that, I suddenly start saying, oh, it's expensive if it, you know, it's an expensive card to get into if I'm not 100% convinced about it with something like a promo. You know, if it's a Mang or it's an SP, now you can always argue, well, promos potentially are less printed because you can't just pull it from a set. So there's a decent argument to be had there. But anyway, I think this Zorro card is a really, really cool one. So yeah, I just love collecting this stuff because I think, and this is what I love about One Piece, it then sends you down this rabbit hole of looking at this kind of art style and picking this up, and I really feel like I found a real gem there. I'm looking forward to it, and then I'll probably get both of these grading because I think these are just so gradable. Like this in 5 years' time, £25, you know, what is it today? The 31st of May, Sunday the 31st of May. You know, £25 today, graded. I'm gonna, you know, pay £20 for grading, whatever it is. Actually, hot topic, the Ace stuff, I'll come on to that in a sec. But, you know, £18 for graded, and no rush to get this back. And, you know, let's see. I mean, I think this kind of stuff is really collectible and will do really, really well over time. So, yeah, I mean, it's just a rare. It's nothing special. It's got a border. It's not a full art, but tell me that's not collectible. I mean, I just think it is, in the pastel colors. I think it's really cool. So I just want to quickly talk about Ace grading. I didn't want to particularly, obviously I just became an affiliate. They just released their prices at the same time. There's a huge amount going on in this space. And with all this noise around PSA and in the UK here, Ace, has been a lot of backlash to the changes. This is why I wanted to focus today on pivoting to the passion of the hobby, which is for me collecting this stuff. That's what I love. In regards to Ace grading, I think Randolph, one of the co-owners of Ace Grading, just released he just did a podcast with Rip and Sip. I have not watched their podcast before. They're a Pokemon channel, but the podcast was fantastic. I thought they hosted really well. They asked him some great questions. Anyone that doubts Ace or isn't sure, like, just go and watch that podcast. I even saw some negative comments on the podcast, and I'm like, he literally answered everything. For me, whether I was an affiliate of Ace or not, I would have, and I will still continue to grade with Ace. It's the 1st of June tomorrow. I am going to grade some cards tomorrow. I'm not going to do a massive submission, but I'll probably grade 5 or 6 cards that I've been waiting and looking forward to grade, because they open up tomorrow. So please use my discount code. You get 5% off with Sealed Treasure. I'll put it in the comments for you guys, so please use that at checkout. But either way, I mean, I think basically my summary of it is that why do I collect Ace? I collect Ace because they're based in the UK. I get excellent turnaround times, relatively, compared to PSA and Beckett. I love their slabs as a collector, and I love the full art, style of the slab. I did make a post, shout out to the guy that won this one. It's in the, I posted it this week. You haven't replied back to me, so congratulations. I will send this off to you. I believe you're based in Canada, so pretty pumped that it's going out, outside of the UK. So yeah, please send me your details on my Instagram, which is Johnny Rocket, and I'll post this over to you ASAP. But this is why I collect Ace, because of the label. The slab is super high quality. There's no sleeve on the slab. I love these slabs the best. I like PSA slab, the actual slab, but I don't like, the label's just the label, isn't it? I mean, is it comparable? You guys tell me. PSA is the standard, right? But I love Ace. As a collector, I love Ace, and I will continue to grade with Ace. So basically, Randolph's position was to stay open, they had to change the pricing structure. I think it's as simple as that. If they want all of the basic submissions, the bottom 2 tiers were just filling up so quickly with people just flipping stuff. That's why they've tried to introduce the membership. So they've tried to introduce the membership. They're gonna do some cool stuff with it. They haven't fully fleshed it out yet. I think it's only going to improve as a service. Hopefully this means that Ace can stay open, which is what their goal is. I think with the news that PSA is closed, I've heard they've got 1 million cards. They do 100,000 cards a day. I heard they have 1 million backlog. Then I heard another quote saying they had 10 million backlog. Either way, it's a lot of cards, right? So for us in the UK, if you want to wait 6, 9, 12 months, and in fact, Randolph in the Rip and Sip podcast, he spoke about when he is a hardcore collector. He sent cards off to PSA and they were almost close to like it took him 2.5 years to get cards back. This is years ago. This is one of the reasons he started Ace. So slabs are great. I think they're super committed. Are they perfect? No. What grading company is? I think Randolph is the first to admit that. I've only ever had good experience with these guys. Like I said, whether I was an affiliate or not, I would have still continued with Ace because I love their slabs. And I think it's a good service, and I think they're doing their best. And at the end of the day, competition's healthy. If it's just PSA owned Beckett now, yeah, bit of a monopoly. I don't know. Up to you. Depends what you want to get out of the hobby. So anyway, please, if you do decide to submit your cards tomorrow, please use my my discount code. It helps me out massively, and really appreciate you guys. So that was it. I think it was just a quick video today, just to talk about Chopper. these promos. There's another one, and this is a little bit of a, for you, those of you that are stuck around to the end of the video, I've got another one for you. I'm going to put it on the screen now. It's a really nice little Japanese promo. It's the Ichiban promo, and it's like a lottery in Japan, and everyone's only, and it's a Luffy card. It's a Luffy lottery, and he's like bursting out of the card, and he's holding like lottery tickets. It's a flat card, there's no texturing, but it's a cool promo. And in Japanese, they're like £20. But what you don't know, and one of the one of the guys that subscribed to the channel, gave me an awesome heads up, although it turns out it's super hard to find this. So I think the cat might not be out of the bag yet, but I might be letting the cat out of the bag here. But so, shh, let's not tell everyone about this. So this is a little gem for you that have stuck around. But if you buy the gear, I think it's a Gear 5 figure, the Ichiban figure with, I think it's Banpresto, but Unk, correct me in the comments. But you get, and you can't tell from the box. It's a Gear 5 figure similar to this. Obviously, this isn't Gear 5, but the Gear 5 figure, and inside it is the Luffy promo in English, and it's only for the Western market. Now, it's only being sold in the US at the moment. Unk's trying to sort me out and get me one, but you get the figure and you get the Luffy card inside, and it's going to be super limited because people don't really know about it yet. I don't think it's like common. Now, I'm not saying this is the best card and best thing ever, but it's Luffy. It'll be a really rare promo, and also people don't necessarily know about it because it comes inside the box. Now, I'm not telling you to rush out and buy that figure, because be careful. The boxes look almost identical, but there's one for the Western market and one for the Japanese market. So be very careful if you're buying it, because the Japanese version doesn't come with the card inside. It's on a lottery system. It's only the Western version, which I believe they're sold out on GameStop now in the US, that has the English promo inside it. So just be careful if you do find them. I'll put it up on the screen now, what the card looks like, but I have not seen any online for sale yet at all. I have not seen one. I spent a couple of days trying to source myself one. I haven't been able to find one, so I'm hoping that Unk can help me out, because I really want the figure, and I also really want that card, just because I love these kind of cool promos, these different promos. But anyway, hope you enjoy the video. Have a great Sunday, and I'll catch up with you in the week. Cheers, guys.